Hi guys, my name is Sam. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you TBR Tournament episode number 6. So this month is the month of June and I'm participating in the Camp Nightmare at Lake Thrills and Chills readathon. So I have a lot of reads to get through this month. So I decided to play Higher or Lower, which is a game that was created by Gavin from Gavin Reads It All, who used to be How to Train Your Gavin when he played this. And it's essentially a game where you use cards, you set them out. One side will be a book that you don't really want to read and the other side will be a book that you do, and then you just guess whether the next card will be higher or lower until you reach one or the other side. I believe you get 1 life, and yeah, that's all the rules. And if you don't know what TBR Tournament is, I don't know why I didn't start with that. It is a series of vlogs that I do here on my channel where I play someone else's TBR game for a week for 3 books. I have to read the 3 books within the week's time span, or I add a spin to my monthly TBR. And the only rules are that I only get 1 book at a time and DNFs do not count. So for today's choices for Higher or Lower, the first book that is going to be the book that I don't really want to read is Whistleblower by Kate Cove. And this is because even though it's on my Wheel of TBR for the month, it's not slotted in for a prompt for the readathon, which is more important in my opinion. So this is going to be the read that I don't want to read. And then for the read that I do want to get to, I'm putting in No Place to Hide by Harper Ashley and Ren Hawthorne. This is slotted in for one of the prompts and it is a novella. They are doing all day sprints today because it is June 1st, welcome day for camp. So I'm hoping that I get this one because then I'll feel accomplished because I know I can finish this within the sprints. I don't know that I'll be on the sprints all day, but I know for a fact if I get Whistleblower, I'm not going to finish that book in a day. Whereas this one, I could promptly move on to another spot on the bingo board and get some things checked off. So this is going to be the book that I do want to read. I'm going to shuffle on camera a little bit so that you guys know I'm not cheating. Also, if you see this blanket hoodie in multiple videos, please don't be alarmed. I will be living in this from now on. But let's get started. I'm super nervous about this. I've never played this game before, and I think I might add it as a prompt on my wheel. I think the bats have to go right side up, but I'm not too sure. And I also don't remember how many cards it's supposed to be. Okay, so let's see what the first card is. Also, I forgot to mention aces are higher and lower, so if we get that, it works either way. So I'm obviously gonna go lower for this one. 8. This is hard because this is middle of the road. I think I'm gonna go lower. I'm so scared. I'm literally shaking. Higher. God damn it. Okay, well that's my 1 life. So I think I'm gonna go lower again. Okay, looks like I'll be reading Whistleblower first. Super sad about it because I can't get this into the bingo. It's just gonna be knocking off a priority read, but it's okay. I could potentially still read this today and just read this for the game, but yeah, we'll be reading Whistleblower as our first pick. Okay guys, I'm already almost 50% of the way through Whistleblower. God bless these welcome day sprints because I haven't read a book this fast in months. But I never told you guys what this was about because I really didn't know, to be honest. But we're following Eden and Link. Eden is like a professional in HR, kind of, sort of, but she doesn't like to really call it HR. She just goes in and basically assesses employee needs to help out businesses, but she has since been called a whistleblower because she was working for a very prestigious company and she found out about some of their secrets and went to the FBI and got them, you know, taken down essentially, so nobody wanted to hire her, and she gets hired finally for this team of assassins called Paladin, and she's basically supposed to make their group work more cohesively because they have been losing a lot of their assassins lately, and there's only 4 of them left when they started out with 20, yada yada yada. Anyways, I will say though that it is marketed as a darker romance, like it's supposed to be an assassin workplace romance, and so I went in thinking that Link was going to be very stoic and morally gray, and he is not that at all. He is very playful for an assassin, so if you go into this expecting someone like Alex or Christian from the Twisted series, you're not going to be getting that. Like, he's very, very playful, and I can't tell whether or not yet that is something that I am going to be singing praises of regarding this book, because it's not supposed to be that. So like, I don't know if that's going to hinder my rating because it's marketed as one thing that it's not that. The banter is really playful. Honestly, I don't know why, but it's reminding me of the assistant to the villain, because it's like supposed to be like these evil people, quote unquote evil, but they are fun and playful, like I keep saying. Anyways, so I don't know that I'll be finishing this today though, because me and my boyfriend plan to do like a movie night tonight, but I am already, like I said, almost 50% of the way through. So this is great progress for the TBR tournament episode, and I'm super happy about that, especially because I was very weary going into this pick, being that I haven't had the best of luck with my probably smut book boxes.
I'm hoping we have a 5-star here.
So it's currently Tuesday. I started this on Saturday, and here's my update. You ever reading a book and you just keep going, damn, I have a lot left, because that's how I feel. And it's crazy because when I started on Saturday, like I told you before, the girls were doing sprints, so I read 150 of these pages on those sprints, and I am currently on page 210, wondering like, when is this gonna end? And it sucks because I was enjoying the book. I was. And then I realized he's soft. Yeah, he be doing his little killing, but I have not seen this man once be broody. Like, what is morally gray about you? And I know I do this every time, and I don't really want to DNF this book, but I want to DNF it for this challenge. Like, I just want to pick a whole new book. I don't know that I can read 200 pages more of this at this moment. Like, this is feeling like a book that I slowly read throughout the month, because I can only take but so much. It's getting cringy, it's getting weird. Every time he's actually like trying to be with her, he's like asking questions like he's a little boy, like, oh, how do I show you this? And I know to some people that might be cute, but the way that I'm reading it, it doesn't feel cute, because you're a grown-ass man and you're a killer. Like, why are you acting like a teenager? Ew. I might put up a poll. I might put up a poll, or just ask my friends around, like, do you think that it goes against the rules for me to restart, even though I'm not DNFing the book? I just don't think that I can do this at the speed that it needs to be done for TBR tournament, but I still want to continue picking books for TBR tournament. So I might ask some of my friends, but that's my update. Sorry if I look crazy, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll come back when I figure it out. Okay, so I did a poll on my Instagram. I'll put the result up here, but the majority of you said that I should just pick another book. So we're going to restart. This is not a DNF. I just can't do this right now. So we're going to pick our next book, doing our higher or lower. But first, I wanted to mention that I just got a late birthday gift from Kaylani, and I wanted to give it its moment, because you guys will be seeing a birthday book haul that should already be up on my channel, but I filmed that weeks ago, so I don't want her to feel left out, like I didn't include her gift, but I'm just not receiving it, so I'm putting it in here. and she got me House of Bane and Blood. This is one that I saw her and Nikki talk about, and it was just stunning. Like, under the dust jacket, it's beautiful, and it has art of the characters. That was really what made me put it on my wish list. Like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Also, I've watched Peaky Blinders, and this is supposed to be a type of thing based off of it, but like in a fantasy world. So I'm super excited. Thank you so much, Kehlani. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I included it somewhere in my channel. So back to our process. I'm gonna pick my books. Let me go get my Kindle really quickly. So my next set of picks, it's taking too fucking long to upload the cover. I don't know, that it's been queuing for 10 minutes, but it'll be there by power of editing. So the book that I'm putting on the side that I don't want to get is Be Still My Heart by Emily McIntyre and Savar Miller, because it is the longest book on my TBR for this month. I'm out of breath, girl. I just ran downstairs to give my man the card to go get us some custard, but whew. Anyway, and then the book that's going to be on the side of the one that I want to read the most is going to be the shortest book that's on my TBR for this month, and that is A Good Demon is Hard to Find by Kate Mosman. So those are my reasonings for why they're on their respective sides. I also realized that you can barely see the numbers because this is pretty far away. I mean, it's not, but it is on camera. And because the cards are gray. So when I put them, I'm gonna make sure that I tell you guys what they are. So let me shuffle. She over there working her little magic or whatever. Okay, period. We got it to work. Not that you can even see that. I'm gonna stay on this side because I feel like it's easier. But let's see our first card. A 7. Of course it would be middle of the road for the first freaking one. I'm gonna go higher. Yes, period. Okay, I'm gonna go lower. I'm gonna go higher. Oh, that was barely, bud. And then last but not least, I mean, honestly, it don't really matter because I could use my life on this last one. I don't think that's against the rules, but I'm gonna go higher. Yes, queen. I'll be finished this book in no time, and that is perf because I had to get rid of the first option. So I'm super excited to have gotten the one that I wanted. And if you haven't watched my TBR video, this is a book that follows a girl who's getting a divorce from her husband, and she calls upon a demon to put a hex on him. And then when he comes, she realizes that her husband is now getting married to someone else and decides to take said demon as her date to the wedding. So I'm super excited to see how I feel about this. This is from a local author to me, so I hope that I love it, because then I can possibly continue to go to this bookstore and get her books signed, because she does go there often and sign her books that are on their shelves. So I will come back to you guys when I have an update. Okay, so we have a special guest with us today. I would normally wait till he's asleep to film my clips, but it's pretty early still on Wednesday, and being that I had to start over essentially, I wanted to make sure that I know what I'm reading for the rest of the day, because I did finish A Good Demon is Hard to Find. I'm gonna end up giving it a 3-star. It was just mid, not something that I would probably remember a couple months from now. The story was pretty insta-lovey without the love, to be honest, because I was kind of trying to figure out when and where did they fall in love. Like, they just ended up liking each other. I wasn't too sure, but it was a quick, easy read, and that's what I needed, honestly, to get myself through this challenge and to be able to get some more spots on the bingo board filled. So Ezra didn't want to be with me anymore. But the book that I'm choosing that I don't want to read is Twisted Lies, because it is a leftover from my May TBR. I did use my Audible credit from last month on it, so I want to get to it, but it's not filling a spot on my bingo board. or anything that I'm doing this month, to be honest. So it would kind of be an extra read for me. And then the book that my Kindle is taking the place of is Clown in a Cornfield 2, which I'm currently buddy reading with Dana and Karina. So it would kind of just be a win for me because I started so late in this challenge, essentially, that I would be able to finish off a book that I've already started and something that I already know that I'm enjoying. So I hope to get Clown in a Cornfield. However, I do know that I'm most likely going to enjoy Twisted Lies too. It's just the fact that I probably won't be able to use it for the challenge. Also, as there's counting back there. Okay, so the first card we have is a Jack again, and I'm gonna go lower. A ace. We said in the previous clips that an ace is higher or lower, so this works. Obviously, I'm going to go higher for this one. A 7. Oh, this is kind of hard because it's in the middle, but I'm going to go higher. Yes! And I'm going to go lower. Yes, period. Why does this kind of feel like the same set of cards I had last night? I know it's not, but it did. So that means that I will be finishing off Clown in a Cornfield and definitely getting to my third book. I just finished Clown in a Cornfield. I realized I didn't tell you guys what it was about in the first clip, but that's because I'm reading the second book in the series. But essentially this series is a YA horror slasher about a group of killer clowns. And so this is the second book in the series, following the group again after a year of the things that they went through in the first book. And it was so freaking good. I am so happy that I randomly thought to put this on the Camp Nightmare TBR because, to be honest, I had forgotten all about it. But then I wanted to finish up some series, so I was like, what series am I in the middle of? And this one was perfect because it is a horror. Yeah, it made me really emo. There was a specific character in there named Jerry, and her backstory and just the things that she went through, I don't know why, but they really just resonated with me. Anyways, I loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. I don't know what the girls are rating it yet, but I will find out. But I believe they loved it just as much as me. They probably won't give it 5 stars, but I was bawling. So anyways, we're on to the last set of books. Thank God. I praise everybody who told me to DNF, or put down, I should say, whistleblower, because I would not be here without that. I have 2 days left in this challenge, and I'm hoping whatever I get, I will be able to finish so that we can win. So my choices for today are going to be, as the book that I don't want to get, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And this is mainly because it has been on my TBR for so long. I've had this since 2017. I just know that if it's been there for so long, it's kind of like I don't want to read it. And it's not to say it won't be a good book. Maybe I'm gonna fucking love it, but I've just been putting it off for so long that it's not something that I'm particularly excited to pick up. And out of the stack that I have for this month, this is definitely the one that I'm least anticipating. And then for the one that I want to get, I recently posted a video, I can't remember which one, but the girls were talking about me loving Heartless by Elsie Silver, which is one that I was supposed to pick up last month and just didn't get around to. So I was trying to find a way that I could potentially fit it into here so they could get some live reactions. So hopefully we win this round and I can give them that. And if not, I'm sorry in advance, but you know, you're still gonna hear all my thoughts. They just won't be in this video. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the first card is a queen. I'm gonna put it here because it's a little less space. I don't know why. Obviously, I'm gonna go lower on this one. A 10. Ooh, that was barely lower, girl. I'm gonna go lower again. Ooh, period. I'm gonna go higher, obviously. Jack E, and I'm gonna go lower, girl. I think I'm gonna win this. Purr! I have got a Jack and a 3 in every round, I feel like. But that means that I will be reading Heartless by Elsie Silver, and I'm so excited. This one follows Cade and Willa. Cade is the brother of the male main character in the first story, and Willa is the best friend of the female main character in the first story. He is a single dad, and he is running the ranch essentially all by himself, and Willa is going to come in and be his nanny, and they're going to fall in love. And I'm super excited to get around to it because, like I said, all my besties have read it and loved it. Specifically, Liz, Dana, and Karina have told me like this is going to slap, and I'm so excited to be able to read it and react with you guys on here. So I will come back when I have an update for this one. I swear at this point I just be making these videos to show y'all how to fail, but I digress. On Wednesday I didn't give an update, but I was on sprints. Nikki and Dana were hosting sprints for Camp Nightmare, and I did start Heartless on those sprints. I read 70 pages and was absolutely loving it. It has already gave me some feels and also made me laugh, but I didn't read anything yesterday. I was just having one of those anxiety ridden days where anything I did I didn't want to do. Like, everything was just making me nervous, and I'm not one of those people who have anxiety and do other things to get their mind off of it. No, I want to fester. So I didn't read, which means that today is the last day that I have to finish the book. I don't know how optimistic I am that I will finish, because let me just double check. It's around 430 pages, and like I said, I'm only on page 70 right now, so that's nearly 300 plus pages to be reading today. However, I am gonna give it a shot because I was enjoying it so much, and I read those 70 pages in one sprint, which was roughly, they were doing like an hour and 15. So maybe if I take action now and read for the majority of Ezra's nap and then read later on tonight, I can have this finished. Here's to hoping. However, if not, this will be one of the very few books that I have picked up for one of these challenges and finished when I fail, because most of the time, like I told you guys in the last video, I just leave those books there and they be stuck at 50%. But we're going to continue with Heartless and see where it goes from here. This series is stealing my heart right now. So I'm super excited to continue. And I'll come back when I have an update. It's about to be 9 o'clock, and I can tell you with the utmost certainty that I will not be finishing this book for this vlog, but I will be finishing this book. And on top of that, I can tell you that this is the first book that I have read all year that I can say with the utmost certainty will be in my top 10. Like, I haven't felt this way about a book in a long time. Every heartfelt scene with Luke is making me cry, and I think that just comes with the territory of being a parent. Once you become one, like, anything that has to do with kids and just the love that you feel surrounding that or being a parent really just makes you sit back and think about life, and it just makes me so sad. Like, not sad in a bad way, but it just makes me so filled with emotions, I guess you could say. And I think that's why I love like single dad romances so much, because it's just something about seeing the way that they talk about having kids. Like, anyway, I'm absolutely enjoying this. I am almost to page 200, but I'm not gonna read another 230 pages by 12. So I failed this one again, but I'm ending with a absolute win. So I'm super happy with this. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you to all my friends who recommended this series. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.